Hello everyone, welcome back to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial here on this channel. So today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this cape, okay, with the bow tie on the thumbnail. So here you can see I've already drafted my basic bodice pattern front. So this is the front basic bodice pattern. So for this basic bodice pattern, I have our concentration is on how to achieve this bow tie cape. So but then I will be making a bustier out of this in case you want to use a bustier. But in case you want to make it on a flat pattern, that means you are using a dartless bodice just as it is on the thumbnail. So the first thing I'll do is to divide my shoulder seam line. Once I divide my shoulder seam line, I'm going to connect it to the bust point. So the next I will do is to find to off, okay? The off shoulder I'll be offing by 5 inches. So if I'm offing by 5 inches, this is my 5 inches line where the cape is going to rest. Okay, so right here on the cape, on the off shoulder line, I'll just step down by 1.5 from that point. Okay, so it depends on the kind of shape you want to give to the cape. So that is where we are going to connect, or you can come down by 1 inch because what we have there on the thumbnail is not so that deep. So I come down by 1 inch and I'm going to connect that 1 inch. I'll just connect it to the dart point. Alright, so now that we've done this, the next we want to do is to take our off shoulder measurement calculation. First, you are going to take your round off shoulder where you want the cape to rest. So here I'll be working with 40 inches as a round off shoulder. My shoulder measurement is 15 divided by 2. Here is 7.5. Okay, so this 7.5, there is an off shoulder technique that says if you have 7.5, your neckline will be minus by 1.5 or sometimes by 2 inches. So now I want to create the dart. The dart I have right here, I'm going to create that dart 0.75 this way, 0.75 this way. That is what I'm going to use to create this dart. So I'm creating my overbust dart. If you are making an off shoulder for this cape, so this is the overbust dart. Okay, so all of this I'm going to take them away. It's not part of this cape. Now, because we've taken 1.5 away, that is this 1.5 because there's a dart. But when we are working at the back, we'll definitely take away the 1.5. I believe you understand that. So there's no dart replacement because the 1.5 off shoulder principle has already been taken off from the dart. So I'm going to connect now from this point my off shoulder sleeve. I will be using this to do that, to connect that. So here I'm done with the bodies, and the next I want to do is to take my underbust measurement. So my underbust circumference divided by 4. This is this. What I have left here, I'm going to impute 0.25 and the rest of what I have right here. So if you have been following us, you will know that is how we contour our underbust. So this is it, and that is it. So I'm going to connect it to this point. So everything here, I'm taking it off completely, as you can see right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this and close up my bust dart. But before I do that, I'll go over here to explain to you what I was talking about on the off shoulder. So now I'm going to contour my back line first. I'll contour my back line by 0.75. I'll mark my 0.75 and I'll connect what I have here down to that point. So here I want to work without that at the back, so I'll measure excluding my that is off at 9 inches, and I'll measure my bust circumference from the contour line at 10 inches, and here I'm going to connect. So I'm using the red line, so that is where we are going to cut out from. So here the off shoulder I'm using here, I'm offing by 5 inches because that was what we offed for the front. So since I'm offing by 5 inches, I'll just go ahead and connect the off shoulder. So here comes the off shoulder principle, which I told you. So if you want your neckline to drop your neckline just like you dropped in the front, so I'll just drop by 1 inch because that is what we have been dropping, but this is optional. It depends on what you actually want, but I think what we have here is okay. So now I'm going to measure 7.5 minus 1.5 because the shoulder line is 7.5. So I'm going to minus 1.5. So I'll be left with 5.5. So I'll simply, from this point, your measurement should start from this line, 5.5, and you mark. So that is the off shoulder calculation. So here I'm going to connect what I have on my off shoulder, as you can see. So this dress is ready right now. So remaining the cape. So this is it, and I'm cutting through this line. I'll cut through this. Okay, so this is my back bodice for this dress. That is if you are making a busting for it. But what we have on the thumbnail is a straight gown with a cape, but our concentration is on the. So I'm cutting this way. So I'm just cutting directly like this, okay? Just the neckline to achieve that neckline you have there. Okay, so I'll just cut from here to here. That is my